Tuesday the 14th of July, and this is, I'm not quite sure what the river's called. It's Okere, O-K-E-R-E Falls Trout Pool, where we stayed, which is just a few metres in front of me. We listened to this all night. It's very noisy, but it's very cool. And this is where we actually finished our whitewater rafting yesterday. These were the last couple of little bits of rapids that we went down, and we just pulled the rafts in just around the corner yesterday. It was awesome. We went over a 7-metre fall and none of us fell out, which was really cool. And they kind of quickly ascertained our level of, amateurish experience, and we were allowed to do a couple of things that the other boat didn't get allowed to do. Like, one of them was actually go in the water through a rapid, which was really cool. So we're actually out of the boat, hanging onto the boat over a bit of a drop and a bit of a rapid. So that was pretty cool. And then they pulled Ruby up to the front of the boat, and she hung her legs over right at the bow of the boat, and the rest of us all moved to the back of the boat. And then we went over a rapid, and she got bounced right up in the air, which was pretty cool for her. I think that was a bit of a highlight of the whole trip. And it wasn't as cold as I thought. I haven't even broken out the thermals in the North Island, so I must be really getting into the New Zealand winter. It has been cold, but nowhere near as cold. And I think we were just so, entranced by this whole experience of rapiding that it didn't really feel as cold as it probably was, like on a normal day. It was just so exciting, and the scenery is just magnificent. The sides of the gorge are just coated in this just vibrant green, brilliant, green bushes and ferns and trees, limbs hanging over, and you don't want to miss out on that as you go past in the water as well. There was just so much. There was so much that we took in yesterday, which was really cool. The only disappointing thing is we finished quite late because there's like a roadworks that prevented the guys that were getting picked up from the centre of town. It made them quite late, so it made us very late. And although we could have a shower, you kind of couldn't, because they wanted to get home and finish their day. So I really still would like to wash my hair, and I don't know if that is actually going to happen today. We'll find out, I guess. So what's happened is I've been able to access my superannuation. Well, I don't have very much. I have none now because I've accessed it, but it hasn't quite, hit my bank yet. And Ruby's been budgeting, so she's been slipping across $1,000 for every 3 weeks that we're here, and we have to budget it. Now, we had hit, I think we'd spent about $400 in the first 2 weeks we were here. So when I was able to access my super again, and the other thing that happened was Victoria has had a, resurgence of this COVID, and they've locked down. And because we have to fly back into Victoria, we no longer can. So the Australian government are going to reinstate my family payment for, I'm not sure how long, another few months, a little bit more time anyway. So I felt very confident in buying these deals that we found. Like the Clue New Zealand is normally $40 and we paid $15, and it's really fun. It's probably 2 or 3 hours of wandering around, and a city that you don't know, or a place you don't know, and finding out clues, which Ruby just loves. So that was a good thing to do. The whitewater rafting was half price, so we paid $100 instead of $200. And the zorbing, while that was really expensive, that's a once in a lifetime because they don't have it in Australia, and I still got that at 25% off. So I've spent that money, and now I haven't got the money from the government yet, and I'm not getting any more of my allowance until Monday, and it's Tuesday, so I've got another 6 days from Ruby. And I got $20 left in the bank. I do have $150 to come back. When you some of those fuel stations, when you buy the fuel, the bank, not the fuel station, the bank, they'll hold on to a whatever you call that, but it's $150 from Allied that I'm waiting for, which I should probably get back about Wednesday or Thursday. So we'll have money, and I have a full tank of fuel, so you know, it's no drama. We've got food, we've got everything we need, we just don't have any cash. And because we didn't manage to have showers yesterday, it kind of would be really nice to go. I can get one of those thermal hot spas for half price, so it's $15 each, and they'll have showers, and we'll be able to sit in a hot pool for hours and have a shower after, which would be nice. But I do have a little bit of cash. I'll talk to Ruby about it this morning and we'll see what we end up doing. But first thing this morning is we're going to see a geyser that erupts at 10:15 to 10:30 every day. I don't know how it knows the time, but that will be that's what we're going to do this morning, and then we're going to go find some Wi-Fi and do a bit of research and have a chat and see what we end up doing for the rest of the day. In the meantime, Rotorua is still stinky, in case you're wondering.